Hello everyone, this is Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium, and this is your weekly reading for July 21st to 27th, 2014. And today, as you can see, I'm using a Life Purpose Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I am finishing up my manuscript, meaning making all the edits and corrections and going through on Indigo Warrior, and was just in part of it dealing with life purpose, and in that I felt guided to use these cards, so here we are. Now I've pre-shuffled them as per usual. You can see the deck up there, and two cards came together this week, so I was feeling like we had 4 cards, and I just felt guided to take one as the overall theme of the week, and here we go. So I'll do that one last, but here's what we have for our Monday, Tuesday card. Study. And it says, reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Okay, so they're asking me to tell you that yesterday I was at a place where I was doing public readings all day long, so I did several of them. And one repeated thing that I get asked in my readings is about career. And several of them yesterday had something that perhaps they were doing a job that they were no longer happy with, but they didn't necessarily know what to do next. You know, should they try to find a completely new job or new career? But I felt a few of them, and they were all different careers, no matter what it was that they were doing, that there was something else they needed to study to maybe stay in the same place or the same career, but that would better them and make them happier. And so one that I'm thinking of, for instance, there was somebody that was a dental hygienist that could, I don't know what it was, if it was a certificate or something, that she could transition to be an office manager. And I felt a fear in this person with perhaps thinking that it was a step down, but it was something that her soul truly wanted to do. And so we worked a little bit at getting out of the way of the fears and thinking, I'm going to do what I want to do. And what came through in the reading was that, you know, her experience in the role of a dental hygienist would help her being an office manager, because she'd better be able to empathize with some of the people in the office. And so really what she was doing was preparing her for the moment to do something to better her career. And then, you know, this particular person, as well as several others that sat down, that, again, they had something similar. It's like not maybe a 4-year degree, but is there some sort of certificate or something that you can get that would help you in your current job? Because when we're miserable in our day jobs, if you will, it makes us hard to do the things we want to, like maybe write a book or start a spiritual practice. And we at first have to relax in the job that we have, because, you know, it's not living in reality sometimes, or the best idea for us to just completely quit and jump right out of the job that is giving us the stability and the money that we need to be able to do the things that we love and work on the things that we love. And so this message study is saying, whether it is something with your day job or whether it is something with your spiritual practice, there is some studying that you need to do before you're ready to move on to the next level, whatever that is. Maybe it's an opening up your gifts as a psychic or medium or a healer of some sort. Or maybe it's just taking a step in your job that allows you to feel more comfortable and relaxed and better about what you're doing, okay? Oh, and last, they're saying before I move on, that everything we do is learning. So even the experiences you have now are teaching you lessons. But this is a sign that if study does not apply in one of the ways that I've mentioned, then whether you realize it or not, you are studying through the lessons you're learning in life right now. Okay? Let's look and see what we have for the middle of the week. Haha! Now I have to tell you, when I was shuffling this deck, or when I turned it over to start shuffling, I saw this card at the bottom of the deck, and I thought, I wonder if that comes up in the reading, because it just felt like it would, and here it is. So it says, you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. And of course, this works with the Monday, Tuesday card, which is you've done your study to get there, or you're in the process of your study to get there. You've been working at this for a long time. So what they're saying is they want me to talk about me, which is, you know, I have a day job, and then I started writing books, and I also kind of, I give readings sometimes, and with the ultimate intention of being self-employed, doing things that I love, which are helping others through my books or the readings that I provide to them. And in that, a blessed career change is on the horizon. You know, this is saying that you've put in the work and now it's going to happen. You've imagined it and now it's going to happen. I keep feeling, you know, last week I think one of my teachers and the person that did this deck, Doreen Virtue, came out with a video at earthangel.com, I believe is the address, where it's starting your own spiritual practice. And I believe that many of the people listening to this message are and may be dreaming of that. And once you start to co-create with the universe, the career change comes through. So this is saying that the career change is coming. It may come and manifest more quickly than you expect. So let's say I have a goal to be out of, you know, be into self-employment within 6 months to a year. Maybe that'll happen in 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Who knows? Go as you're guided. Try not to force, but this looks wonderful because it looks like the career change that you're hoping for is on the horizon, okay? Now for the weekend, we have yoga. And it says, your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Are you like me? Do you think that you're so busy that you don't have time to work out? When I do work out, one thing that I love to do is yoga. And what they're saying is if you are like me, you need to put some time and energy into your own self-care, because it'll help you do all the things that you want to, like manifest that career change. You know, it's time to get out there. I think I started to say this in last week's reading, but you know, a few years ago I lost weight, and I had a knowing when I started that process that if I tried to both change my diet erratically and then change to working out, I might set myself up for failure. And so what I did was I focused on the diet and I put the exercise off. And now I'm so busy working on that career change and studying for the things that are to come, I don't have a lot of time for yoga anymore. And what this is saying is make time, because it will allow your body the energy and the stretching and the exercise that it has. And if you don't know what kind of exercise to do, yoga may be the thing, because I have to say, I've done lots of things. Hey, I'm a Gemini and I like variety. Okay, so even when I work out, I like variety. And I used to go to classes, you know, whatever cardio class or even a cardio dance class. And honestly, it wasn't until I went to yoga that I felt completely connected and almost like I was getting a better workout than I ever had in any of those cardio classes. So if you've been wondering what kind of exercise to do, or if you enjoy yoga, this is a confirmation that it's time. Also, if you have been thinking of going to yoga teacher training, this is a message that you have been guided correctly. And it's time to take that next step and reach out to a yoga center to take the teacher training. They say that a lot of you are thinking of opening your own yoga center. And that could be a blessed part of the career change that happens. But first, you have to get there, and that starts with both doing and maybe teaching yoga. In addition, they're telling me that on this card, if you can kind of see, are all the chakras. And it's time for us to have a chakra cleansing and healing. And sometimes yoga can help us do that. But if the yoga message doesn't apply to you, then this is about your chakras and cleansing and balancing them. They're really pointing me to the third eye chakra, which brings us in touch with our higher self and some of our psychic and intuitive gifts. And if you've been feeling like you're blocked or you're in the process of opening, this is a confirmation for you that to, again, just take some steps in the direction that you want to go. In my readings yesterday, I saw a lot of people that, knew maybe they were a medium, but they didn't know how to open up and how to learn. And what I always recommend is that first you start with psychic development. Now, if you're a doer and you just want to learn how the heck to do what your soul knows, you might not like that idea. But sometimes we have to take steps in the direction to open up and open that third eye chakra, which is kind of a dual message in this yoga card. Okay, so again, back to the psychic gifts and the medium gifts, just be patient as they open up. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a skill, it's a talent, just like an athlete would have to practice to get to the Olympics, if you will. We have to do that and be patient with ourselves and yet work to develop our gifts and not expect us to be anybody else, and to just do that as we feel guided. Okay? Now let's see what this card is for the week here. And it says options. It says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So this is interesting because I was just writing in my book, as I said, Indigo Warrior, and I was writing about life purpose and how it's multifaceted. And in that, citing some examples of either the things I love or the things that have evolved in my life. Like one of the things being that when I got my first cat of my adult life, or one of the cats that I fell in love with, it really inspired me to help animals. And so now I am a volunteer, and I have adopted other animals over the years from this place. I've helped rescued animals, I've fostered animals, and maybe that's a part of my life purpose. Another part of my life purpose is this. And so what they're saying in the options is that you have options. Sometimes the things you feel passionate about or you love are a sign that it's part of your life purpose, whether you think so or not. They keep saying to me cooking, because I wrote that I had a job in a kitchen for years, and it makes me a good cook. And I've had other people either ask me to start a catering business with them, or to, they've offered to pay me money for some food that I cook. Now, that's not something that I want to do, but the fact that I'm good at it and people are saying stuff like that to me says it could be part of my life purpose. Does it have to be? Nope. I believe that there are options, and that's what this card is saying. That if you don't know what you want to do, but you're not happy in that day job, you got some fantastic messages about maybe studying, getting a certificate, going on, making that career change. And if you don't know, find some time to quiet your mind and let whatever information's out there come in. And if nothing comes, then think about what you like. That, if I could wave a wand and say you have the career that you love, or you're making money doing what you love, what is that? Even if you think it's not possible, it doesn't hurt to just say, well, I'd love to make a full-time living writing books, but I don't even think I have it in me to write a book. Well, I was just saying to my boyfriend that, because he hears me say, oh, I wrote 1,000 words today, or I wrote however many words today. And pretty soon all those words come together, even if it feels like, even if I have a day where I only write 100 words, it all goes together, and at the end of it, it makes a book. And writing books has become a career option to me. So think about the things that you love, and maybe like that, if it's write a book, just remember that you do it in little pieces. And consider the options that are available to you, because I feel like there's more than you think. Think about those things that you love, and if all you can think about are the things that you don't love, know that that's a way of sorting it out so that you figure out the options that are best for you. So it looks like it's going to be a good week, and I look forward to all the positive changes that are coming for all of us. And I will talk to you guys again next week.